Gotta squat down like this, I think.
Okay, like this.
And then
booty bump.
You're watching the Stinky Daddy Show. Stinky Daddy Show.
Where'd all this come from?
What?
All this stuff, like, when you think about,
Like, why do you even need a coaster?
No, I mean, like on a deeper level, like how we were once just like humans in forests and there was rocks and ocean.
Oh, like how did they make all this stuff? Like
airplanes?
Who made plastic?
Plastic. Where did all that metal come from for the airplane? And yeah, people are gonna be like, they mined the iron. It's like, okay, where'd all that aluminum for airplanes come from? I mean, that's not what this episode's about, but it is so crazy.
Are airplanes made out of aluminum? I thought.
I don't know what.
Can't be
It
steel.
doesn't matter what they're made out of.
Think about all the skyscrapers in the world. How is there that much steel?
Think about all the airplanes, you know?
Well, think about steel. Steel's heavy.
Like this, I get, right? Somebody cut a tree. You can actually see the tree rings in here. This is wood, which, by the way...
How the heck do you even make this, like, before machines, how did you make that fabric?
This?
Yeah. Like, and how do you get it that tight together?
Obviously, this, I can wrap my head around. This has something to do with linen, an animal of some sort, whatever.
But how do you make the thread so thin and hold together, and then that, because look how tiny the pieces of thread are in here. So how do you make that into a tiny piece of string that doesn't break? And then you have to like weave them that close together.
Okay, what about the machine made of pure 1,000-pound steel to even make this? You know what I mean? What about the plastic of this DVD case?
Like how is
Hostel,
plastic made?
by the way. Life-changing movie.
I still don't understand how like cameras or like telephones work. Like you're gonna tell me that I can't get cell service when I go over a bridge, but you have service to send pictures back from a Mars rover that's like 19 million miles away?
That's such a good question, huh? Yeah. Damn. Can't even FaceTime you from Mexico if there's no... I don't know why I made Mexico sound like that, but I mean, the service could be just as bad down the street as it is in Mexico. But we have been to Mexico, by the way. I've been to Mexico more times than I can count. So, but that wasn't a shot at Mexico. I love Mexico. I love Mexicans. If I was a Mexican, I would be a Mexicant. I just want to be clear about that.
I don't really know what that means, but okay. Are we on auto switching and all that good stuff?
I haven't been using that. I've been editing it manually because I'm so fast now. I just watch the podcast and just switch cameras. So I have to watch the podcast anyway.
But it does. Okay. Just
we are on auto switching if I just want to be lazy or whatever. But I've noticed that I actually save time just switching the cameras while I'm editing. Yeah, guys, if you didn't know, it's just us. We don't have like we're not like all the other podcasts that have people switching cameras and stuff. What?
You remember I was like, "Where's the merch shirt?" It's probably in that hamper. I know one of my merch shirts is in there from last week.
Probably.
I was looking for BBL Drizzy because I wanted to wear BBL Drizzy today, but
I'll tag it as merch in the video so that maybe we can make
maybe some people buy some shirts.
I have a lot of. I normally don't prepare. I have a lot for you. Okay.
You say that, but you sit over there with a list every week,
and
we never get to it.
never get to it. So what I did today was I went back through. We're on episode 7 now. I went back through the first 6 episodes of stuff I had for you, and I took them out. I deleted those episodes, like the notes, and I put them in this one. Also, this episode might be in 4K, so it might be a nightmare to edit. Maybe it's in 720. I don't know. I have no idea.
I don't know anything about that stuff.
All the episodes have been in 1080, and no one's complained.
Well, I don't.
Now that I said something, everyone's going to be like, wow, this quality is just not...
Well, if you go to 4K and then go back to 1080, people are going to be like, wow,
something's going on with the cameras. I don't know.
I feel like most people can't even watch in 4K.
Right. Even if you have Wi-Fi, like my sister has terrible Wi-Fi. I mean, they have fast Wi-Fi, but you can't load anything over there.
So they couldn't watch 4K.
I don't know. It's one of those things where maybe from 1 to 3 o'clock they can, and then...
No, I meant like on my phone. Like a lot of people watch on their phone. So if I watched on my phone, I couldn't watch it in 4K.
I had a hard time watching anything over there, and they have fast Wi-Fi, so...
Well, what I'm saying is my phone capable of looking...
Sure, but...
It's not going to look like...
see a difference. You do see a difference. Anyone that says they don't see a difference is lying. You do see a difference even... Because there's going to be somebody in the comments that's like, actually, your phone screen is too small to notice a difference for the human eye. No, I'm sorry, your eyes suck. Like I noticed a huge difference.
Well, I think that's because like you're in this field, you're in the industry. It's like your job to like
Right. Pixel
notice-
peep.
Yeah. So
I don't have to try to pixel peep that.
I'm
though.
I'm one of those people that like I don't notice when you're like, oh wow, look at this quality, and I'm like, it just looks like a video. You're like, oh, this is 720p. Oh wow, that's really good. What are you talking about? 720 sucks. Oh yeah, it sucks. It just looks terrible.
You know what? In 720, it's still king on social media because everyone can load it.
You know what's crazy? That you got some DVDs to play on the PS2,
Right.
and they were just like so incredibly bad quality that
yeah.
we don't remember the movies being that low quality.
Those of you guys that are old like us,
You should watch an old movie
you
from like
should
20 years ago.
You should pop in a DVD. I don't care what TV you pop it into. It can be a CRT TV. It can be a brand new, OLED TV. You're gonna be like, oh, something's wrong with this DVD, because you don't remember what the resolution was. I was actually shocked. It is 480p. That is right. Most DVDs are 480p.
Looks like a potato.
It looks terrible. You can't see, like, you can barely tell who it is. It's so crazy. I popped in the cable guy and I was like, damn, that's crazy. I've never seen Jim Carrey look like this.
A blob.
A blob. It's just literally a blob. It's so crazy how the eyes. But I remember when DVDs came out, my dad was like super into like tech or whatever, like most dads. And we had DVDs right away, and I was like, "Oh my God, this is nuts! Like this is so like I could pop their pimples,
Mm-hmm.
And now it's like, whoa.
Yeah, how your brain used to fill in information back in the day, because like you already know what Jim Carrey looks like, but you don't like.
That's exactly it. Your brain actually filled in that data that it was missing. And I want this to be the most honest we've ever been on this show, which we typically are, but less theatrics and more honesty.
Like more real, not worrying about offending people type?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I can just edit it out, right?
Okay.
Yeah, if you say like the N-word like you normally do,
Oh my God.
I could just completely get rid of it. What?
Don't do that to me. People,
You do it all day.
someone's gonna believe your antics one day, and you're gonna get me in a lot of trouble.
I've never heard my wife say that word.
Because
she looks like she would though.
I was gonna say
You look like you would.
Like
I've
I
never
say it
heard
in traffic.
I've never heard my wife fart.
You smelled me fart though.
I did recently, but I mean, I've known my wife since she was 14 years old. I was her science teacher, and
See?
every time I say that, people believe it because I look like this. But
Well, you do look like some sort of scientist.
no, we were both teenagers, and I wasn't 18 or 19 teenager. I was a teenager. But
Yeah, we're like 2.5
years apart.
Yeah.
But
No, we're almost 3 years apart. Our birthdays are 3 months apart.
okay, yeah. But I met you when I was 16.
Yeah.
And I turned 17 like shortly after. But anyway, regardless, I don't care. What was I saying? Oh no.
PC?
What I was saying was that I've known her for a long time,
Oh.
and I had never ever heard her fart or smelled her fart or nothing. And we've been married for 5 years now. Until recently, it was like maybe a month ago that I
Almost
smelled
6 years.
her fart. And I will be honest, I didn't expect it to smell like that. I expected it to smell way worse.
Yeah, I just got the old lady farts.
I expected her to have, because I've had girlfriends, I've smelled women fart. Women have nasty farts. You normally got that milk, egg fart, but she doesn't drink dairy, or she doesn't eat like cheese really, and she doesn't eat eggs. She hates eggs, and she has her fart's almost worse. It smells like
Just dusty.
dusty. Yeah, it smells like a thrift store. So weird. You fart
better
like
than your farts.
you fart like an 85-year-old woman. It's so crazy.
I know, but I mean,
Ugh, how'd that happen?
would you rather eggs?
I think your insides are aging. You're aging well out here.
Trying to. Daughter's making me wrinkle up.
Oh man, that reminded me of Marlon Wayans. He told a joke on stage when I went to his live show, and by the way, I might see that in theaters. It's gonna be like the first movie I've seen in theaters in a decade.
What, the scary movie?
Yeah, scary movie.
Yeah, now that Bean is in school, we'll go.
We could do that. Anyways, he said a joke on stage. He was like, "Us black guys, everyone's like we don't age in the face, but we age in the ass. We like turn 55 and we got like Anyway, he's much funnier than me, but he's just talking about how like black males, they stay youthful, like Nelly and shit, or him, and then, but their kidneys and shit, or like they get some like random cancer, and yeah. Speaking of, the food is killing us.
Don't even get me started on that. So I'm on Facebook. Obviously, I get like all the weird shit on Facebook, but everything, it's like ads and stuff. And remind me about Facebook. It'll be like,
I won't.
Dinosaur nuggets recalled for unsafe levels of lead.
Yeah.
Why is there lead?
Everything. Why'd you add that in there? Why'd you put that? Formaldehyde. Why couldn't you leave the formaldehyde out? How'd that make it in there?
I used to like when we go to Walgreens, get us like each a chocolate bar. Like you can only have like 1 1/4 Snickers for the entire year to get your yearly level of arsenic. It's just like I can't even have a chocolate bar anymore. Like we have a Snickers in there on the counter. Don't you think I want to eat it?
Would that be your arsenic for the year?
I've already had like
you've probably
I've already had like 10 times the arsenic. I love chocolate bars.
Yeah, and then you'll get like lung cancer even though you don't smoke, and you're like, what the fuck? How'd that happen? It's like all them fucking Snickers. Them 2 Snickers a year.
Yeah.
Throat cancer. Even though you never like chewed tobacco or nothing, and it's a fucking Butterfingers.
Yeah, so I bought the healthy chocolate. They have like this brand that only has like 3 ingredients in it, and it's not the same. It doesn't do.
I thought it was yummy, but yeah, it's not the same.
It doesn't do that.
But I thought it was nice.
That candy bar for me. So
I did notice that food pops more when you do eat healthy for some time. Like, if you go from eating bad food and you eat healthy food, you're like, oh, this is tasteless or whatever. This sucks. But if you go from eating, if you just eat healthy, then that food, like healthy food, pops. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
your salt tolerance or whatever changes, and you need less salt or seasoning to really get that flavor. I think that's why white people don't be seasoning their stuff.
It's not that
because they haven't been. So you put a little bit of salt, they feel it more than a black person or Hispanic person or an Indian person.
I don't know if Indian people use a lot of salt. Do they definitely?
Man, they use a lot of something.
Well, we don't really eat Indian food, but
I have though. That shit stings.
Yeah, they use just spices, and the food that we get, we do.
White people love Indian food, but go ahead.
Oh, I don't.
Really? I know a lot of white people that love Indian food, and I don't know how their taste buds do it. It's strong.
I think I've tried it like once at a restaurant, and I tried to make it like once at home, and it just wasn't for me. But we do like a meal delivery service now. I'm not going to mention any names because we're not sponsored.
Yeah.
But it's just nice that we can just grab a
temporarily, by the way, it's extremely expensive.
Yeah, so we're just doing it right now.
I thought that now, because money's temporary. Money comes, money goes. I was like, okay, well, now while we're temporarily doing okay, let's temporarily try this because we might not get to.
They had a good promotional to get us in the door, too. So
yeah, they always do.
Yeah. Yeah, but I think after this next couple of rounds, we'll be done. But anyway, there's Sodium Smart and like, high fiber, like all kind of things that we're looking for. I don't have to think about that kind of stuff. It gets delivered to the door. So that's nice. And the stuff isn't like salty. And I noticed for the first couple bites, like this needs some salt. And then I eat it and I'm like, it doesn't actually need salt. I'm just so accustomed to salty food.
Having a salt mountain on anything.
Yeah. And then like when I'm making the food too, because it's pre-portioned for 3 people, just the 2 of us and our 3-year-old. 3-year-old doesn't eat an adult-sized portion. So
tell them how sodium and salt in general was sending me to the emergency room.
Well, I'm going to finish this story.
Every week. Cap that story off.
Okay, great. I'll come right back to it. Anyway, the portion sizes, like when you open it, I think that's another thing too. We're so used to having so much salt in our food, but also we're used to having portions like this. So like when I make our plates and it's like this, I'm like, the fuck? Like, why am I paying all this money for? And it ends up being the perfect amount. I think we're just so used to like having big serving sizes and all that stuff. And now I'll go back. Yeah, you used to end up in the ER because you would eat a giant bag of sunflower seeds.
Right, which I mean they sell it in a bag of sunflower seeds. So you
and it's like 4,000% your daily sodium.
If any of you guys is having like chest pains and all that stuff, crazy stuff, or anxiety attacks, and you're eating sunflower seeds, that's your problem. And I was addicted to, I played baseball my whole life. I was addicted to like sunflower seeds.
And I think what people don't know about sunflower seeds too is because no one really looks at the label when they're eating stuff. We do because now we're like super like conscious.
It's
now.
the age. It's the age.
Yeah. Well, like finally you looked at the back of the bag and you're like, oh my gosh, this is a lot
Why
of
didn't I
salt.
see this before? It's 2,000% of your daily value of sodium.
For like half a cup. Yeah.
It's crazy.
And then you got a test done and it said that you had like stage 1 kidney
almost
disease.
stage 2 kidney disease.
And then you stopped eating sunflower seeds and like a few months later,
Yeah, voila.
it's fixed. Something that
You know?
shouldn't be fixable. So save your kidneys, stop eating sunflower seeds, stop eating salt.
Boycott everybody named David. I'm trying to make clips here. Okay. I'm not trying to go on these run-on things about salt.
Okay. What was that even talking point about? How did we? Okay, I want to know where we started and how we ended. What was?
Well, we ended on
sodium and salt and boycotting people named David. What was the question?
It wasn't on here. I don't know how the hell. That's not something I wrote down. I don't know how that happened. I guess if you go back far enough, it started at plastics.
What was your damn question?
I mean, I have a ton that I haven't asked a single one yet.
Okay.
What's something you pretend to like about me, but you actually don't?
I'd like to think I tell you exactly what I like and exactly what I don't like.
That's why I was like, you know what? Let me get to the bottom of this.
You know what I like and what I don't like.
We're having the most honest episode.
You know what I like and what I don't like. You only do. There's only a few things that you really do that piss me off.
What?
Farting.
Oh,
Farting's
yeah?
one of them, and then you chewing. I don't know how you chew so loudly.
Mm-hmm.
Chewing has never bothered me, right? Like when I go out to eat. When we go out to eat, I don't hear you. But when you are sitting next to me eating, you just eat like with your lips open and your teeth open like this. And I just watch food fall out.
While we're being honest here, how does in terms of affecting your everyday life, how does your STD affect that?
I don't know why you think this is funny.
Okay, moving on.
Is this like you're trying to make like a stand-up? Like
No.
Because if you know what, you got a stand-up show coming up, don't you?
I'm trying to get clips. No, I don't. No, I don't.
I thought you were gonna open.
I
for
was
that guy.
I was going to. I haven't heard back about that.
Oh, good. Let this be a sign that whatever joke you got.
I have
all right.
tears in my eyes because I'm so funny. All right, next.
Go ahead. Ask some silly question that you
This
think
one's
hilarious.
not a question. It's a challenge.
Oh, okay. This is gonna be so funny. I'm ready.
It's not funny.
Oh, I bet.
Okay. Well, let me get a funnier one then, since
No, go ahead.
no, that one's not gonna work.
No,
apparently.
go ahead.
No, that one's not gonna work.
Oh.
You made me lose faith in it, so
Oh, okay.
I'm not confident about that one anymore.
Oh, but you were confident about the STD joke?
I thought that one was gonna hit. All right, here we go. Joke.
So you're still going with this? That you think it's so funny?
Okay. If someone offered you $1 million to leave me cash, would you take it?
No.
Really?
Yes.
Would it depend on the person that offered it?
No.
Oh. Okay.
Because I have $1 million worth of assets right here. You know.
Where?
You my asset, baby.
This was $65. I'm still mad about this. Don't get me wrong. I like this. A pull-out cup holder is crazy.
Yeah, I would. If you told me that you pay $80 for it, I would still be like, you got a good deal. But I think
I drove 45 minutes to get it. That was the problem for me.
And the guy told you it was vintage from like the 70s or something like that. And
this has been in my family for almost 30 years.
This is a good story. This is what you gotta tell people.
So I show up and he's got it in the driveway already waiting for me. It looked like he wiped it down. And I just want to put this in the back of my car and leave. That's all I care about. Give me that. Here's your $65. Let me leave. I just said one thing nice about it. And he was like, oh yeah, it's been in my family for forever. And I was like, oh, how old is it? How many years? And he was like, oh, let me see. So, I had this before me and my wife got married, and that was 1978. So this has got to be at least somewhere around 50 years old, I'd say. I got it at this furniture. Anyway, this whole story for me to come home, and on the bottom of
on the back or something.
On the bottom when I turned it over to clean it, which he said he cleaned it inside and out, blah blah blah, which was a lie. Those spider webs all over the place. He just wiped down the top and whatever, right? And anyways, on the bottom it said made in Taiwan or made in Vietnam, because he was like, this was made in New Jersey at a American plant that no longer, this whole lie. Anyway, it said made in New Jersey, and then it had the like quality control, what year it was, and it was like 2006. So crazy.
Yeah.
What a crazy lie. Why'd you do that? I didn't come here to buy it because it's vintage. You know, like,
white people always got to have something. They want to have something cool. White people want to be cool, honey. We don't got nothing to think about white culture. Really think.
I don't like this because white people do have a lot of culture.
I was gonna spin this to white American culture.
Okay.
Because I know there's a lot of white culture, but not white American culture.
That's a gaslighting comment as well.
What are you gonna do? Eat hot dogs with mayonnaise on it and like?
No, that's white American like mean culture. That's what foreigners think we do.
We literally know somebody that does that.
I know. There's people that do that. So that is culture.
There's going to be a lot of people in the comments that are like, oh, I love me a 7-Eleven hot dog with mayonnaise on it.
Yeah.
And they're from Indiana or some shit.
Well, yeah, for sure. This community specifically, the Goose Wing community is so vast. Not to like pat myself on the back or whatever, but it's everyone, right?
Yeah.
Black people love the videos. People that hate black people love the videos.
Yeah.
It's everywhere. You know what? The only people I'm missing, it used to be white women. Now I'm getting the white women. I'm missing Hispanics.
Yeah.
For whatever reason.
Going back to the kind of disparity between.
Hola. Okay, go ahead. This is for the algorithm.
There's so many people in the comments that say stop cutting off your co-host. By the way, I don't know if you read them.
I read it.
And then you're like,
and I'm like, I got to do this more. This is really generating comments.
Going back to the disparity because you'll be on Omegle,
mm-hmm.
and it'll be someone that has a very not nice flag or symbol in the background, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
It'll be like a triple K type of person.
Right.
And they'll be like, Goose White, I love you. And you're like, oh, okay, I'm out of here.
Oh.
And then the next person comes up and it's like a person of color and they're like, Goose White, I love you. And
it's literally like, back to back, and it's so cool.
Yeah. Well, it's not cool.
It is. I think it's fascinating.
I think it's fascinating that people from all walks of life enjoy it.
You know what? They're humans at the end of the day, right? Like, and this is America, right? Okay, like, do I agree with racists? No.
This is a weird point to bring up, and I don't know if it's appropriate for the podcast, that like their whole shtick is that they're afraid of
the depopulation of whites, which is a real problem.
The downfall of white people.
We're not going to exist anymore.
What do you mean we? You have like zero white.
Your opinion is not valid because you are.
I'm 99%.
You're helping the depopulation. So
I know, but
yeah. So no, your opinion doesn't matter. There's definitely people that are watching this right now, and they're like, "He's not white. I never thought about this.
He's not white. Like zero.
They're part of our expiration, babe.
Yeah, they are single-handedly.
Regardless where you stand on the issue, in 1,000 years,
it will just be a melting pot.
In 1,000 years, yeah. In 1,000 years, maybe a little bit more, maybe in 1,000 to 3,000 years, everyone's going to be around this skin tone. It's just, it's what it is. If no one around this skin tone exists in your family in the last 2,000 years or whatever, it's coming up.
Yeah.
It's coming up. You're due. You're due for a little freckle in the family, and they're going to create more freckles, you know?
Yeah. But for me, it's just like this. The skin color is such a weird thing because you can have culture. Like think like the country where you're from.
Mm-hmm.
There's dark people, there's light people, there's medium people.
Russian people.
Yeah, a lot of Asian people.
Chinese people. I have a lot of Chinese in me.
Yeah.
Right? People don't know that.
Yeah, people don't know that you have that your grandma's Chinese.
My grandma's Chinese. No Asians watch me. That's what I'm missing.
Mm.
I don't need them. Don't need them.
Speak to the Koreans. Give them a little.
I love Koreans. There's no Koreans watching me.
Tell them about the air conditioner. Go ahead.
에어컨이 안 돼요.
Yeah. See? What a cultured man we have here.
I said the air conditioning. The air conditioner's not working in Hangul, which is Korea's language.
Yeah. So people think that you're white.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's no confusion that my 23andMe shows me as 99%
very cultured
Western European.
European queen.
Not just.
Where's your flags?
That's why you don't see me with none. I think that's why I went after something not white. I mean, you end up who you end up with. I've obviously had white boyfriends, but
yeah. I've only seen you with. Actually, I saw you with one Hispanic, but I've only seen you with mostly white boyfriends. You would date them for a long time, but I know that you've dated all over the place. I know that. I'm just saying, me personally, that I've been physically present.
Yeah, it's been
white, but it's been the same white dudes. Like
it's the same type of white. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just think it's so silly that people are worried about the washing out of the white because the skin color doesn't matter. It's the culture that's important.
But what they're saying is valid, though. It's happening.
I know, but I don't see that the big deal.
I don't either. But
it's racist people. I think essentially is.
I was talking to a neo recently.
I wonder if you're gonna definitely have to blur out that word.
Really? You think so? Anyway, it wasn't out of my because I wanted to. He just popped up on Omegle, and he was somebody that enjoyed my content. So I was like, just picking his brain to see. And I usually do that. The second I see the flag that rhymes with Bitler on the wall, I'm like, okay, let me pick this person's brain. It's not like I want to talk to them or I want to see like
what the fuck,
what's going on, right? Like, why do you feel this way? Anyway, he was like,
and then what about my content aligns with what you like?
He was like, well, funny's funny, but he was like, I don't understand what the problem is that we feel this way. I feel like if you saw your entire race disappearing, you would want to do something about it, or at least make people aware. And I get that. Like I don't see the big problem, but it's not like they're being exterminated, right? This is just like a human breeding. They're being that trait is slow. I think it's happening pretty slow. Being like breeded out or whatever.
But the thing is, like, I think that's such a delusional thing, but I also think it's like a location thing. So like geographically, because when we go to the grocery store, what do you only see?
White people.
I only see white people.
Yeah, that's the thing too. I talk to those people and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna actually skip you because I see enough white people
like
throughout my day.
Like in America, I don't actually know this statistic to be true, but I think it's something like 80% of America is white, and like 10 or 15% are African Americans,
it's probably
and then
wrong,
the rest is like miscellaneous.
But I mean, it's so like you said, location matters so much.
Yeah, so I'm sure like if you're in Arizona or Texas, where there's a lot of Hispanic population, yeah, you're gonna feel overwhelming. But if you go to, I was gonna say Utah, but if you go to somewhere like Washington, I'm sure maybe they have a little bit elevated Asian population.
You gotta remember though, too, a lot of Americans don't travel, right? So those people, they see their environment, and that's their truth.
That's their whole world.
And that's the only truth.
Yeah.
And a lot of those people, they never leave their state.
They never leave their city. They
definitely don't go to another country. So
they don't move.
That's what they see. Like there's areas around here where not where we live, not right here, but just outside where it's mostly Hispanics because this is Florida.
Yeah,
you would think that the browning out of America is happening over there if you're a racist white person living next to your 10 neighbors that are
all Mexican.
Well, yeah, they do happen to be Mexican in that city, but
Yeah, I just don't hear about this, and it's obviously because I'm not involved in those communities. But you don't hear like an African American community or a Hispanic community say like, "Oh no," like you don't hear like an
they do.
African American. I don't hear it because I'm not a part of the community. Obviously, I'm not part of any sort of African American community.
I don't hear it from Hispanics, but I do hear it from Black people, from African Americans.
Yeah, because I think within that community too, it's like some don't like the light skin, some don't like the dark skin.
Right. I mean, it's a lot of them feel the same way about when somebody in their family marries white and has white babies, and I mean, I've personally seen this, so I'm not. A lot of them probably. I'd say I know a lot of them, so I don't know what the right thing to say here, but it's not uncommon. It's pretty common. I think. Well, that's probably not the right thing.
Well, no,
Whatever.
but so for me, that makes a little bit more sense, at least. I'm not saying it's correct, but it makes more sense because it's maybe what, like I said, 15% of our population in America. Let me look how much that is.
I'm not sure what the percentage is.
But see, something with a low percentage
black.
like 15%, 15% dwindling to 10%. I can see that.
I think maybe those white people are just getting ahead of the game, you know? But yeah, I mean, there's a lot of parts in Florida and Texas where if I was white, I would feel like the minority, I suppose.
Based on recent U.S. Census Bureau data, approximately 13.7% to 14.4% of the U.S. population identifies as Black or African American. So, yeah, if you're under 15%, yes, watering is not. That sounds like a bad term, but watering down the DNA, or you're
Milking down the DNA.
Yeah, milking. There you go, milking down
White
your
chocolating down.
culture. Especially two very clashing cultures. Like we talked about, white American culture is very different from drastically different to different cultures. So I think it's like not even like the skin color that people are worried about. I think those are racist people that are worried about the skin color.
Right.
I think people associate the color with the culture, and I don't.
And just to keep things even, some of the most racist people I've ever known were Black. The difference is they don't get in trouble for saying it because I think they're the marginalized community or whatever. So
also with the history that they've had and like
right.
I
That's fine.
don't feel like their judgment is false.
I get that viewpoint. I'm just saying, like, personally, growing up, I've seen that to be accurate. Like, I'm just saying it because of those are typically the ones that are like, oh, did you hear that blah blah blah, you know, their cousin or whatever married a white woman, and it's like, and they're disgusted by it because it's not a depopulation thing. It's just they don't like white people. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and why would you?
I get it. I'm just saying.
Because white people are the ones that are stereotyping and...
I get that. But that being said, those white people that they don't like have nothing to do with slavery. They never actually owned slaves, or, you know, they weren't even close to being alive during that time.
Yeah.
I see both sides. So, but anyways, everyone's guilty, right? I'm not.
Yeah, it's not
a
pointing
particular
fingers.
color.
Yeah, racism comes in all shapes and forms. So.
Let me look for a light question.
Okay. Yeah, because I was going to say racism is...
It's pretty dark. Let me look for a white question. I mean light. Sorry. That wasn't good?
Well, I'm white, so I'm just waiting for my white question.
I know that's white.
I still can't believe people think you're white. Where were we recently? And they're like...
Got a white aura.
Someone asked you where you were born. And they're like, what? You're like, you thought I was white? And they're like, you're not white?
Bro, what are you talking about? Like,
oh, this doesn't even do it justice.
that doesn't even do it justice. Like,
oh, give me your leg.
look at my leg and her arm. Like my leg's black.
I'm pale, but I'm not that pale, you know? And this is you pale. I don't think people know that.
Yeah, this is me without color. Let's see. Ooh, this is going.
Okay.
If we met today,
Yes.
would we still date each other?
And I'm the age that I am.
If we met today, you're 33 or however old you are.
Oh, I probably would have been swooped up already. I wouldn't have waited probably. But in the off chance.
What? That's not part of the thing. You're single, obviously.
Oh,
but
okay.
with this question. Like, you're single, I'm single. If we met today, would we date each other?
It's hard to say, obviously, a lot of what ifs. But
Assuming that I wasn't famous.
I'd probably give you my number.
Okay.
Also, it depends on how good the
Yeah.
the beep is, you know.
Yeah. I'd probably give you my number as long as you didn't let me see your car.
In this scenario, do I still have fake titties?
No, because I would have never bought them for you.
No, but if we met today, right?
I wouldn't care if you had fake titties or not.
Oh, I'm wondering for my knowledge.
For you?
Yeah, if I have fake titties.
If you had fake titties, you would have been swept up already.
Yeah, but I haven't for whatever reason, right, in this scenario, right? It's just right now, like, boom, you and I met.
Uh-huh.
I got these fake titties, right?
Right.
Yeah, so you would have definitely taken my number.
I would have definitely taken your number. Would we date or not? I don't know.
Well, that's the
I have
thing.
no idea.
I met you 14 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Tell
no.
them. I met you
What
at
are you,
14.
28?
Okay, sorry. Don't tell everybody how old I am. We met 20 years ago.
What are you, 28? Boomer?
Am I going to be 33 this year?
You're going to be 34.
No, I'm going to be 33 this year. 93.
You just blinked like your daughter. I know it's gross, but go ahead.
Your daughter blinks like me. That's the terrible part.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so let's say 20 years ago. Right? Is that accurate? 20 years ago?
19 years ago, whatever. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
Almost 2 decades ago, when we met,
Tell them how long we dated for.
we've never dated. A
We've
lot of people,
never dated.
A lot of people know that, I think.
I don't know. Maybe some people aren't privy to that information, or maybe
Yeah,
they think we're joking.
We haven't dated a single day of our
Never
lives.
dated.
Never did.
Just got
Yeah.
proposed to one day, and
Yeah.
we
We
started dating when we got engaged.
There's various reasons we never dated. Location, different locations. One was, at first it was the age, because I turned 18 first, and then I moved. You know what I mean? It was just,
Yeah, but
it didn't matter that we had significant others.
Yeah,
We
that
didn't-
never mattered.
We didn't care about that. Yeah, the location, and then I thought she couldn't cook, and it's not that I expect women to cook, but I can't cook, and I don't like to cook. I hate cooking so much
And
that
you love to eat.
whoever I married or dated had to know how to cook. I mean, it was like a requirement for me.
And I've definitely gotten better over the years.
You were good off the bat. You're
I'm
better
aging
now,
like
but
fine
you were good
wine.
off the bat. I didn't realize that she knew how to cook until she was 30, until we like got married, basically. 28, whatever.
Well, I guess when we got engaged, because I was coming over here and
I
I
don't
was
know how old
cooking.
you were.
But yeah, never dated. So who's to say that we would have dated now?
Yeah, we've
never dated.
Maybe not.
Yeah.
Maybe I would have just proposed again. Who's the more annoying one in the relationship? Would you say that it's you?
About to make me mad. The number one most annoying one is you, but your daughter's a close second. And the thing is, you can't help it. I think that's what a lot of people don't know. You can't help it. You have ADHD.
You're making me sound like I was or something.
Well, I'm getting to that part. You have ADHD.
I'm gonna have to censor that word. Can't say that word anymore. Sorry.
I know it's a shame that you can't say the word, but as we were both special ed educators, so well, not educators. What would you call what you did?
I was an assistant, an aide. I was an aide.
Yeah, an aide in a classroom,
Yeah.
and then you also.
I've never associated that word with special needs.
Me either, but there's a lot of people that do that have children with disabilities and all that kind of stuff. But
I honestly think that's people that were most of those people were born after like that word was really just used in conversation.
yeah, but I think it's like also too. There's like this abundance of people that are getting diagnosed with autism and like ADHD. All
I
these
still don't
learning
associate that word
disorders.
with that.
I don't either, but just in case that there's people, like obviously we care a lot about those parents.
Yeah,
and
no,
those
I
families.
respect that. That's why I'm going to censor the word, but
Yeah.
I'm going to leave it in here just for the point.
And then did you? I don't want to say the words babysit, but were you a
I
part-time
did that
caretaker?
too. Yeah.
And then
He had severe autism.
I wonder what he's doing.
He's not watching this podcast.
And then
I took this mother paid me, and I didn't want to accept money, but I was also broke. So she would pay me $50 a day to hang out with her special needs 21-year-old son, or 22. And
you were in high school, 18, 17?
I was 18.
Yeah.
I was 18, and I was broke. So I took the money. I had to pay for
But you
gas.
also enjoyed hanging out with him.
Yeah,
I think you'll remember
took
him
him
forever.
I took him out on like little dates to like go do stuff, get ice cream, and I had a lot of fun. But yeah, his brain never developed past the age of like 2, so he was a 22-year-old with a 2-year-old brain. It's very tough. But anyway,
Yeah, but which makes me surprised that you have a hard time handling your own 2-year-old. Well,
it's
3.
different, when
Yeah.
when it's your own, and they're just like you. Ugh.
Anyway,
But words like that, the R word, and then I never associated when, we used to be like,
the F word.
oh, that's gay,
Yeah, or call
You
someone
d-
the F word.
Oh, but just the FAG?
Yeah.
Yeah, I never associated
Different
any of
time.
that with homosexual. It just wasn't. It wasn't.
Yeah, and then everything got really PC.
I didn't realize that it was insensitive or whatever, or like that it associated with that until
Yeah, when we were young, we just thought it
15
was
years later.
a funny word. Like, you don't
Yeah.
realize the weight words carry when you're 12.
Yeah. Stop being a bro. I'll censor it, obviously, but it's like, oh, you eat Pringles? Dude, that's so gay. It's like,
Yeah. To the early
has
2000s
nothing to do
were
with,
a different time.
has nothing to do with Ricky Martin, who, by the way, looks fantastic.
Is he gay?
Ricky Martin's bisexual.
Oh. Don't show nobody the goods.
So big, how could they miss it?
I know. Anyway, who's the more annoying one? You.
It's me, I know. That's why I wrote the question.
Okay, great. But people don't know you have ADHD, which
Mm-hmm.
one of the...
I should be a spokesperson for them. I didn't even believe that shit was real.
Hello, Ritalin. Do you want to sponsor our...
No.
I know that's a joke. Why would you say no? Anyway, ADHD. One of the things that you do to get a dopamine rush, and a lot of ADHD people do to get a dopamine rush, is they gaslight people. So like you unknowingly, it's not like you even know you're doing it. You unknowingly gaslight me and your daughter when you're unmedicated or your medication runs off, and I know that like you're trying to get me all worked up, and it gives you that dopamine rush, but you're doing it subconsciously, and that's why you'll hear me like, "Did you take how long ago did you take your meds?" You're like, "Oh yeah, I should have taken it an hour ago." Oh, I can tell. And then, like when you haven't taken your meds too, like I'll have to say stuff like 2 or 3 times. So I'll be like, all right, I'm starting to cook. Everybody needs to stay out of the kitchen. Get what you need out of the kitchen because I'm going to have raw chicken on my hands and I'm not going to be able to do anything. And you're like, okay, everybody get out of the kitchen. Everybody get out of the kitchen. I will be over from the kitchen to the counter with like raw chicken. And for your brain, you're like, you know what? Now is the perfect time for me to wash the coffee pot. And I'm like, move. You're like, oh, I'm just going to rinse this off real quick. No, move. Oh, okay. So you don't want me to help then? You just want a dirty coffee pot. No, doofus. I want you out in my kitchen. So, but like you don't remember me telling you get out of the kitchen because you have like a reset button and like you don't hear it, you don't remember it, you don't know it. Every time we get in a fight or in a discussion, not really a fight, a disagreement. There you go. Because yeah, we have,
punch each other in the foreheads.
We have like a
loses.
good verbal fight probably like twice a year, right? Like what are you talking about? Like
it was like twice a week for a while there.
Well,
we went from never fighting to like fighting almost every day. Not every day, but twice a week.
No, I'd bicker. I think bicker is the word.
For me, that's fights because
you don't like
I
any
never did that.
Yeah.
I never did that with anyone.
Yeah.
I never cared.
Yeah, and I think it was my hormones from the baby and your unmanaged ADHD together.
Yeah, I was unmedicated. Yeah.
Yeah, but anyway, that's besides the point. But anyway, annoying you.
I know.
I know we both have annoying qualities.
Yeah.
Everybody does.
Yeah, you're a girl. You're a woman.
Can't help it
Things
sometimes.
are naturally.
See, I can't help the sass, and you just can't help the gaslight.
Yeah.
But at least we
I
both.
can't believe I made that into my job.
What a good use of like one of your
I know. I've really
one of
gotten
your
good
craziest
at.
qualities.
I've gotten really good, and I will pat myself on the back for this. Taking my negatives, the cons to being me, and making them into like making money with them, right? Like
The
making
hair,
them into
the
pros,
bod.
right? Like I'm balding. What's that song, Maui?
You're welcome, Dwayne Johnson.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I'm really bad at talking with people
Because you say the wrong thing.
because I say the wrong thing in real life. Omegle, right? Gaslighting. I do that on Omegle. Now, I mean, this is great for this. I try not to rage bait, but
Yeah, you use your platform to rage bait people.
well, because I only have weaknesses.
And gaslight people.
I only have weaknesses.
No,
so.
I don't think that's
No,
true.
that's true. I only have weaknesses.
No,
It's true. I'm telling you.
I think you think that because people don't know this. You're a very glass half empty type of person.
Yeah.
And I'm a very glass half full type of person. So
No, your glass is dirty. You need to wash it type of person.
no, my glass.
No,
My
your
view-
glass isn't dirty. I'm saying you.
I would tell you your glass is dirty,
You would tell me my glass is dirty. That's what your type of person is.
and your glass would be
And you would
dirty.
tell me about everybody else's glass is dirty too.
No, you would.
Did you see her glass?
My
It's just-
camera's blinking.
Maybe they're overheating.